Bro, you ready to go camping?
Dude, what's up? Can't wait to get there.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. Where are you?
I'm close, man. Is it lit?
Yeah, I lit it.
No, is it lit?
Yeah, it's lit.
Dope, that's so lit.
Are you talking about the fire?
It's so lit that it's fire?
What?
Is it so lit that it is fire? I can't be any more clear than that.
Yeah, it's...
Savage.
What? Welcome to Demolition Ranch. I'm glad you're here. Today, I have this. It's an armor plate. This armor is used for like armor plating like car doors. Like you put it in the door and it adds an extra layer of protection. So this is Armox 600T, 3/16 of an inch thick. I don't know anything about it. I would guess that this means it's harder than AR-500 steel. I don't know that for a fact, and I've done some quick research on the internet. I can't find anything really about this. I don't really know what it can stop. I don't know what it's rated at. I did shoot a regular 5.56 bullet at it this morning just to see if it would stop one, and it did. I didn't know if maybe it was just pistol rated, but it stopped a 5.56 without bending the plate at all. Stopped it dead. For the purpose of this test, it doesn't really matter what it can and can't stop, because what I want to test is what can it stop, and then once I get the metal hotter, like heating it up, is it weaker? I just want to find out. This is a really brittle metal from what I've found on the internet, and so is AR-500. All the really hard body armor plates are fairly brittle. If you bend them too far, they'll break. So I assume this one's tougher. I assume it's harder, so I assume it's even more brittle than AR-500, and I've broken some AR-550 plates too. So let's shoot some rounds while it's cold. Well, it's not cold, it's like 90 degrees here, so it's probably 90 to 100 degrees sitting here in the half sun. We'll shoot it with some rounds, see how it does on our control part of this test. I'm such an idiot. I just totally did the first scene without hitting the record button. Basically what I said is I'm gonna shoot some ammo at this thing. Bam, 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 bam. These two were cheap, steel cased 223 rounds. These two were brass cased, mid-grade 223 rounds. These two were green tip 5.56 rounds. Maybe there's a slight dent behind those, but nothing went through, as you can see. Even our green tips, and for those who don't know, green tips were almost banned a few years ago because they're really good at penetrating armor. They didn't penetrate this. And also, for those who don't know, AK-47s shoot a bullet called a 7.62 by 39, and it is less efficient at penetrating than 5.56. So that green tip had the best chance of anything out of a AR or an AK, normal rounds, and it didn't penetrate it. So let's try something bigger. Okay, we're recording this time. Good. 308 AR. 308 is the same diameter as a AK shoots, a 7.62, but it's a much bigger case, a lot more powder behind it, going a lot faster. So it's gonna have a decent chance. I have two rounds in this gun. One is a cheap one is a little hotter. Let's see what it does. So our cheap round actually did the best. Hit right there, pretty good dent, but nothing going through. The second round went right there. Pretty good dent, but nothing going through. But yeah, you might even be able to see that one. It's hard to see on camera, but there's a dent right there. And that concludes the testing for our control group. So now the plan is, I just restoked that fire, got it going super hot. This thing's been burning for about an hour. I've just been feeding it to get a ton of coals down there at the base. I just put new wood on it, so I'm gonna let it burn down a little more, and then I will slide that plate in between the cinder blocks, and I'll throw some more wood on there, get it going really hot again, leave it on there for a little bit, let it really heat up as much as I can get a campfire to heat it up, and then we'll shoot it again and see if we have the same results. Probably only shoot it with the 308 because that's gonna have the best chance of getting through that metal. To you guys, that probably doesn't look that crazy, but it's like hot from here. It's hot. That is a pile of coals it's sitting on. They're all hot, but it's so bright out here that you can't really see them, but I can feel them. I mean, I've just been feeding this fire for a long time now. I'm gonna go put some more wood on it, get the fire really going up around it, let these coals burn down. It'll kind of sink down in there a little better, but whew, it's warm. So fire. Oh, it's hot. That's really hot. So it's got like a foot high pile of just straight coals. and then there's obviously some wood still on it, and it's just sitting right in the middle of those coals. It is really hot. Very, very hot. Okay, so it's been in there a long time. It's heated up to probably about as hot as it's gonna get sitting in those coals. Let's just shoot some 308 at it, see if we can make a difference. That was weird. Oh, sweet. Both those went straight through it. Cool. Can y'all see that? Both those bullets went straight through. Okay. Now the question, and those are the exact same rounds. Now the question is, will the 5.56 go straight through as well? We're gonna do green tip. That will have the best chance of getting through out of any of my 5.56 bullets. I think it went straight through. And it did! It's right beside the other 308 hole. Can y'all see that? It's like cutting through this thing just like it's butter. Okay, let's try the weaker rounds. First up, we have the brass case, and then right behind it, I have a steel case. Yep, that went through. Let's try steel case. Down there, everything's just poking right through it. Okay, now I have something else I want to try. See these weird rounds? These are frangible bullets, which means they're made of like powdered metal. So they don't bounce any pieces back, but they also don't penetrate things very well at all. So will they penetrate this? Can't see, it's too much smoke. I can't see it. Let's go to the back. Yep, it went through. The one over on the left is my frangible round. The frangible went straight through this armor that normally can stop a 308. I didn't think it would make it this soft. I have a 9mm, I'll try a 9mm. 9mm, standard ammo, full metal jacket. I mean, I'll be very surprised if this makes it through. That moved the plate a lot, so I have a feeling it did not go through. Can't really see, these aren't heating it up anymore, so I'm just gonna get these out of the way here. Start a little forest fire.
Only who can prevent forest fires? You pressed U, referring to me. That is incorrect. The correct answer is you.
I'm gonna shoot a couple more times because I'm not really sure where that 9mm went. Looks like it totally stopped 9mm. Yep, big time. Got about 5-ish, maybe 7 rounds of that frangible. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a bunch of holes in it because I need to get rid of this stuff. It doesn't run very good in ARs and I don't need it for anything. Now the real scientific question is, how do I get it out of there? It's gonna be super duper hot. Whoa! Cool. Safe to say that's pretty warm, guys. Smokey'd be proud. I mean, look at that. Cool to the touch. Okay, it's not hot. Here's our holes. Chewed it up. These big ones here are 308. All the other ones are 5.56 around there. We made a lot of holes. Now the question is, did we permanently weaken this thing? Like, if we shoot it now that it's cool to the touch, is it still weak? Like, will bullets go through it, or did it harden back up as it cooled down? This is regular 223, cheapest ammo you can find. I have several of them, maybe 10 in there. I'm gonna shoot them off the left side of the target for science. Oh look, we maybe stopped 2, one there and one there maybe? I don't know, you can see all these fresh holes though. But what's interesting to me is that just a campfire, not any weird chemicals that burn super hot, not a torch, nothing, just a campfire got this thing hot enough that bullets would make Swiss cheese out of it. I mean, they just went right through it so easily. And now that it's cooled down, it's still weak. I don't know much about metal. Maybe you're supposed to get it that hot and then quench it immediately. I do regret that I shot this nice body armor panel up, and I could have used it like in my truck or something, because I get in lots of road rage gunfights on the highway, but oh well. Basically, the moral of the story here is if you're ever fighting someone and they're wearing steel body armor, now you know a way to defeat it. You put a campfire around them, you let them sit in it for like an hour, and then you take your shots. Otherwise, you're just wasting ammo and wasting time. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. I love you, and I will see you next time. Contact! That's a great idea. What about the quad hawk? No, don't move, don't move. Bobby? I'm a doctor. Ish.